Okay, let's watch the next clip. This one's called The Joe Rogan Experience. Aliens are not from outer space. They are a spiritual phenomena, I would argue interdimensional, but it does appear increasingly more likely. So another clip with Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson talking about other. Let's play the clip.
And we know that there is a real effort and has been underway for a long time to keep the public from knowing about it. But that's all known. That's established. I don't think any rational person would deny that. The question is, like, what is it actually? I mean, now is sort of the point where you have to ask, like, what is this? You know, so that's the
How much of it do you
conversation.
think is ours?
So what they're talking about here is, UFOs. What do they call them now? UAPs, or I don't know what. Tucker's gonna say that aliens are actually interdimensional beings, which is a theory that a lot of people kind of go towards. Which I don't look. It's something that we don't even know about, so I can't even say that that's it's a real thing or it's not real. We just don't know. But let's see what he thinks about this.
Well, none of it's ours.
None of it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, clearly, the U.S. government is huge. It's the largest human organization. There are, I think there are 2 million federal employees and another 10 million federal contractors, so who are effectively government employees but don't have civil service protection, for example.
So when we hear about like Area 41, they always say that not even the president knows about what's happening there because it's all classified, top secret stuff. Is that true? I don't know.
It's kind of hard to overstate how big the federal government is and how well funded. And so to say the government this, the government that, no, of course, it's people within the government. But yeah, they're working on all kinds of things, obviously, that are classified.
This is a all I don't know thing, but to say that it's interdimensional thing, I don't think so, because that would be scary.
In general, no, they can't control these objects. So no, it's not American technology.
Well,
Are some of these unknown flying objects maybe aircrafts from another government, like China or Russia? I don't know.
Or Russian or Chinese. It predates, all of that.
well, some of it does, right? Like for sure, the Kenneth Arnold sightings, that was really early on. That was like the early 1950s. He was seeing these flying saucers, these discs that were moving over mountains.
Well,
I think most of the people would think that they're extraterrestrial, right? Like from another world. Some people think that aliens are us, right? But maybe from another galaxy, or maybe from the future. But who knows, right? This is a who knows kind of thing.
right. I mean, the prophet Ezekiel writes about it in the
Right.
first chapter, wheels in the sky.
Yeah, that's
so.
a crazy one. Boy, when you
Well,
read
it is
that,
crazy. If you
Yeah.
if you read it, it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
Wait a minute. Spiritual phenomenon because they were in the Bible? Is that what he's trying to say?
a wheel
so,
within a
and
wheel.
not just, the Hebrew scriptures, like it's all over every,
The Vedic texts.
of course.
Mhm.
So these are spiritual phenomenon. There's no evidence they're from another planet. I mean, I think
Bring it down to spiritual phenomenon. That's a new one that I've never heard.
that's the lie, that they're from Mars. Look, space, the atmosphere is really well monitored, right? Both for defense reasons, but also because, like, it'd be nice to know when asteroids are coming. And there's no evidence, has never been any evidence that there are lots of these objects, these vehicles coming into our atmosphere from somewhere else, some other planet. There's no evidence of that at all.
I think there is. I think a lot of the, what do you call them, the Air Force have said that they don't know what the hell that is. Some people said that they've seen them.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Something like a UFO move around and it moves like 360, and or like in in four dimensions, up, down, left, right, side to side. It's not something like a helicopter can do. It's not something that an airplane can do.
That's not our LNS, though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like, look at that thing. It's rotating.
And it is like something that's like very uh, amazing, right? But we don't know what's out there. We don't know if this might be some sort of technology that they've been trying to perfect, for years. I mean, one of the biggest things now is like jetpacks, right? Like we didn't think that jetpacks were gonna be real until recently, that they were testing them out and experimenting with them, but they kind of don't work for over 30 minutes or 15 minutes. They only work for a certain amount of time, and you need to refuel. But when something like a UFO is being talked about, and how it moves, and how it how it moves, it's a weird thing to see, right? Because we humans don't have that technology, so we're trying to find out where it's coming from. But it could be from us, or it could be from another world. We just don't know. But to say that it's a spiritual phenomena, what does that even mean? Is Jesus in there? Lucifer driving it? I don't know. I just don't know. And to say that it's a spiritual phenomenon, that's something I've never ever heard about. And look, I know some of you are gonna be saying like, yeah, I mean, Tucker's probably right. Who knows? That's your opinion. That's fine. Let me know what you guys think about this. As you guys can understand and hear, it's a hard thing to talk about because of how our world works, and how we don't know much about it, right? And the information that we get from our government and what they actually do know, it's unknown, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll end this here.